If you think the 1960s were only about polished Hollywood classics, think again. Hidden beneath the surface was a world of bizarre thrillers, cult horror gems, outlaw biker adventures, stylish spy spoofs, and unforgettable B-movies that still fascinate film fans today. Welcome back to Global Movies, the channel where we uncover forgotten cinematic treasures and revisit movies that deserve far more attention than they received. Today's countdown takes us deep into 1967 and beyond, exploring films that pushed boundaries, shocked audiences, and helped shape cult cinema as we know it. Some of these movies inspired future filmmakers, some became midnight movie legends, and others remain fascinating time capsules of a completely different era of Hollywood. So sit back, relax, and prepare to discover 10 remarkable movies that every fan of classic cinema should experience at least once. Let's begin our journey into these hidden gems of the silver screen. The Born Losers, 1967. The Born Losers is widely recognized as one of the most influential biker films of the 1960s and is especially notable for introducing the legendary character Billy Jack to audiences. Released in 1967, the story follows a former Green Beret who finds himself protecting a group of women from a violent motorcycle gang terrorizing a small California community. What begins as a local conflict soon escalates into a tense battle between justice and lawlessness. The film combines action, drama, and social commentary, creating a powerful narrative that resonated strongly with audiences of the time. Billy Jack quickly became a symbol of standing up against injustice, and the character's popularity eventually led to a successful film series. The movie's gritty atmosphere and realistic portrayal of biker culture helped distinguish it from many similar productions of the era. Decades later, The Born Losers remains an important cult classic that continues to attract fans of action cinema and counterculture storytelling. Spider Baby, 1967. Often regarded as one of the strangest and most original horror films of its era, Spider Baby has grown into a true cult classic. Released in 1967, the movie blends horror, dark comedy, and psychological madness into a uniquely unforgettable experience. The story centers on an isolated family suffering from a bizarre hereditary condition that causes increasingly childlike and violent behavior. As outsiders enter their world, strange and disturbing events begin to unfold. What makes Spider Baby stand out is its ability to balance humor and horror without losing its unsettling atmosphere. The performances are wonderfully eccentric, and the film's unusual tone keeps audiences guessing from beginning to end. Over the years, many critics and horror fans have praised its creativity and influence on later independent horror cinema. Its gothic setting, bizarre characters, and unpredictable storytelling have helped secure its reputation as one of the most beloved cult horror movies ever produced. Dead Heat on a Merry-Go-Round, 1966. Released in 1966, Dead Heat on a Merry-Go-Round is a clever crime thriller that combines charm, suspense, and surprisingly sharp humor. The film follows Eli Koch, a smooth-talking con artist who uses his intelligence and charisma to manipulate almost everyone he encounters. Recently released from prison, Eli immediately begins planning an ambitious robbery that coincides with a major public event. What makes the movie so entertaining is not just the heist itself, but watching how effortlessly the protagonist talks his way through seemingly impossible situations. The screenplay constantly keeps viewers engaged as one scheme leads to another, creating a fascinating cat-and-mouse atmosphere. The film also captures the style and energy of the mid-1960s, making it feel like a time capsule from a unique era of American cinema. Filled with unexpected twists, memorable characters, and an engaging lead performance, this underrated crime thriller remains a rewarding watch for fans of classic Hollywood entertainment. Riot on Sunset Strip, 1967. Riot on Sunset Strip is one of the most fascinating cultural snapshots of the late 1960s. Released in 1967, the film explores the growing generation gap between young people embracing new lifestyles and authorities struggling to understand rapid social change. Set against the backdrop of Los Angeles's famous Sunset Strip, the story follows teenagers caught in a world of rebellion, music, freedom, and conflict. While the movie was marketed as an exploitation drama, It unintentionally became an important historical document of a transformative era. The film showcases the fashion, attitudes, and cultural tensions that defined the decade. Viewers get a glimpse into a society experiencing dramatic shifts in values and identity. Though modestly produced, the movie's energy and authenticity continue to attract cult film enthusiasts. Today, it serves as both an entertaining drama and a fascinating look at one of the most influential cultural periods in modern American history. The Ambushers, 1967. Released in 1967, The Ambushers is a colorful spy adventure that perfectly captures the wave of espionage films that followed the enormous success of the James Bond franchise. The movie follows secret agent Matt Helm, a confident and resourceful operative tasked with recovering a top-secret flying saucer prototype stolen by an international criminal organization. What follows is a globe-trotting adventure filled with danger, deception, exotic locations, and larger-than-life villains. Unlike many serious spy thrillers of its era, The Ambushers embraces a lighter tone, mixing action with comedy and stylish escapism. The film reflects the playful spirit of 1960s pop culture, featuring glamorous settings, futuristic gadgets, and fast-paced action sequences. While critics were divided upon its release, the movie has since found appreciation among fans of vintage spy cinema who enjoy its charm, colorful visuals, and nostalgic atmosphere. Today, it remains an entertaining example of the era's fascination with secret agents and international intrigue.
The Million Eyes of Sumeru, 1967. Released in 1967, The Million Eyes of Sumeru offers a fascinating blend of science fiction, espionage, and comic book-style adventure. The film centers on Sumeru, a mysterious mastermind who leads a secret organization with ambitions of global domination. Opposing her plans are two agents who must navigate a world of deception, hidden agendas, and elaborate schemes. What makes the movie memorable is its imaginative premise and distinctive visual style, which feels like a cross between a spy thriller and a futuristic fantasy. The film embraces its pulp fiction roots, delivering an entertaining mix of suspense, action, and playful humor. Its exotic settings, unusual gadgets, and larger-than-life characters create an atmosphere that feels uniquely representative of 1960s genre filmmaking. Although it never achieved mainstream blockbuster status, the movie gradually earned a dedicated cult following. Today, many viewers appreciate it as an enjoyable and highly creative example of vintage adventure cinema that dares to be different. The Million Eyes of Sumeru, 1967. Released in 1967, The Million Eyes of Sumeru offers a fascinating blend of science fiction, espionage, and comic book-style adventure. The film centers on Sumeru, a mysterious mastermind who leads a secret organization with ambitions of global domination. Opposing her plans are two agents who must navigate a world of deception, hidden agendas, and elaborate schemes. What makes the movie memorable is its imaginative premise and distinctive visual style, which feels like a cross between a spy thriller and a futuristic fantasy. The film embraces its pulp fiction roots, delivering an entertaining mix of suspense, action, and playful humor. Its exotic settings, unusual gadgets, and larger-than-life characters create an atmosphere that feels uniquely representative of 1960s genre filmmaking. Although it never achieved mainstream blockbuster status, the movie gradually earned a dedicated cult following. Today, many viewers appreciate it as an enjoyable and highly creative example of vintage adventure cinema that dares to be different. Point Blank, 1967. Widely regarded as one of the most influential crime thrillers ever made, Point Blank arrived in 1967 and immediately distinguished itself from traditional Hollywood productions. Starring Lee Marvin in one of his most iconic roles, the film follows Walker, a hardened criminal who is betrayed during a robbery and left for dead by those he trusted. Determined to reclaim what is rightfully his, Walker embarks on a relentless journey through a cold and increasingly surreal criminal underworld. What makes the film remarkable is its stylish direction, innovative editing techniques, and psychologically complex storytelling. Rather than presenting a straightforward revenge narrative, the movie explores themes of obsession, betrayal, identity, and isolation. Its visual creativity and unconventional structure were far ahead of their time, influencing generations of filmmakers in the decades that followed. Today, Point Blank is considered a landmark achievement in crime cinema and remains essential viewing for anyone interested in classic Hollywood thrillers. Wait Until Dark, 1967. Released in 1967, Wait Until Dark stands as one of the most suspenseful thrillers ever produced. The film stars Audrey Hepburn as Susie Hendricks, a blind woman who becomes the target of dangerous criminals searching for a valuable item hidden inside her apartment. What begins as a simple mystery gradually transforms into an intense battle of intelligence and survival. The brilliance of the film lies in its ability to place viewers directly into Susie's vulnerable position, creating tension through limited visibility and psychological uncertainty. Every sound, movement, and shadow becomes significant as the danger closes in. Audrey Hepburn delivers one of the finest performances of her career, bringing remarkable strength and emotional depth to the role. The film's unforgettable final act remains famous for its nerve-wracking suspense and masterful execution. Even today, Wait Until Dark continues to captivate audiences and is frequently cited as one of the greatest suspense films ever made. Bonnie and Clyde, 1967. Released in 1967, Bonnie and Clyde is widely considered one of the most groundbreaking films in Hollywood history. Inspired by the real-life exploits of notorious outlaws Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, the movie follows two young dreamers who abandon ordinary life in search of excitement, freedom, and fame. As their crimes become increasingly bold, they transform into national sensations while attracting the relentless attention of law enforcement. What made the film revolutionary was its fearless approach to storytelling, blending romance, crime, humor, and shocking violence in ways audiences had never experienced before. The performances by Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway brought charisma and emotional complexity to the legendary characters, making viewers both fascinated and conflicted by their journey. Beyond its thrilling narrative, the movie helped usher in a new era of filmmaking known as New Hollywood, influencing countless directors and changing the way stories were told on screen. Nearly 6 decades later, Bonnie and Clyde remains an essential classic whose impact can still be felt throughout modern cinema. From chilling horror tales and stylish spy adventures to gritty biker dramas and revolutionary crime epics, these unforgettable movies prove that the late 1960s were one of the most exciting periods in film history. Which of these hidden gems have you watched, and which one are you adding to your watch list today? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Global Movies for more incredible cinematic discoveries.